Good morning, health and nutrition gang, and everybody else. Today, let us make hot dog rolls. I will be using only maida today. I will not mix any other flour with it. So, we make nice and soft hot dog rolls. Now, the ingredients that you require for hot dog rolls is 2.5 cups of maida. This is my measurement. These are after dinner small coffee cups. I always use these for measurement. So I have taken 2.5 cup of maida. To this I will be adding, this is the teaspoon I will be using. This is the teaspoon I will be using. So it is 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of dry instant yeast. Dry instant yeast, 1 teaspoon. And this is lukewarm milk. Put your finger inside, dip your finger and see, it is lukewarm. Neither hot nor cold, lukewarm. This is actually it depends on the maida. Some flours absorb more milk, some need little. So right now I will take 1 cup. This measurement I will take 1 cup, and then in case it is needed I will use more. Now I mix everything, that is salt, sugar, yeast and maida, mixing it all up nicely so that it gets nicely mixed up in all the dough. Maida that I use is Madam Maida, and yeast that I use is dry instant yeast. You can go to Amazon and over there you can type dry instant yeast, and you will get many brands over there. Take one of those. Dry instant yeast is good because you have to directly add it to the dough, like you add salt and pepper and all those things. You don't have to first put it in milk and then let it prove. Now I am taking this 1 cup of milk, adding it slowly and mixing up the dough. It needs more milk, so I'll add more. Still dry. Since I've used 2.5 cups of maida, I think it will need at least 2 cups of milk. I'm going to add some more. So I start kneading. I think 2 cups was enough. A little less than 2 cups. This much is left. And this is butter, which is 2 teaspoons of butter, which I have kept aside, which will help me in kneading. Whenever I get stuck or I feel that the dough is sticking to my hands too much, I will use a little butter, put it on the palms of my hand, and then knead it. So now the kneading process will start. It will go on for 15 minutes. And the kneading process, I will show you how it is. Let me begin, then I'll show you. I added 1 teaspoon of butter, and now I'm going to knead this for 15 minutes. Kneading is pull, stretch, roll. Pull, stretch, roll. Pull, stretch, roll. Pull, stretch, roll. pull, stretch, roll, and I keep on rolling it until the dough becomes very soft. You can feel the texture, as you keep on kneading it, it gets softer and softer. The softer it is, the better rolls you will get. Do it at least for 15 minutes. And whenever you feel that it needs a little butter, from these 2 teaspoons that you have kept, you can add a little to the palm of your hand, and knead. I actually avoid using more of cream and butter and all these things because it gets very heavy, Now with the age, we are all 50 plus. It's very difficult to digest anything which has more ghee, butter. So I add slowly. Otherwise, if it is for youngsters, you can simply straight away when you're kneading, you can add like we add for roti atta, paratha atta, puri. Straight away you can add 2 teaspoons of butter and then start kneading. And whenever required, you can put a little on your palms, grease your palms, and then continue with the kneading. See the texture now. See. Be very gentle with the dough. Don't lift it up and beat and all that, because it has got yeast inside, and those little fellows, they will get hurt and they will die, and then your dough will not rise. Be very gentle. You've got those little fellows working on your dough inside. See, you can see the dough. It's getting nice and soft. See, it's getting nice and soft. The texture is getting better as you keep on kneading. So let's do this for 15 minutes at least. And now roll it up, fold it nicely and cover it. Keep it for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Apply some oil or butter on top, because it should not get dry. I usually cover it with a plate. You can cover it with a cloth also. And keep it in a warm place for 40 minutes to 1 hour. Okay girls, after 45 minutes, I had kept it for proving. See how it is, how the dough is. Now I punch out all the air from the dough. Punch out all the air from the dough. And I'm going to roll out rotis out of it and then make them into hot dog rolls. First I'm going to cut it into equal portions. You do not pull it and cut. Take a knife and make equal portions, equal size portions. With the help of this, I have cut the dough into 7 equal portions, and this is dry flour which I will apply and roll out rotis and then shape them into hot dog rolls. You roll out a roti and then fold it like this. Close the edges. Fold it from the top. Fold it from the bottom. Take a greased tray, oven tray, and place this in the tray. With little distance between each of them, and leave it for another 15 minutes for them to rise. Then I will add cold milk on top and add a little sesame seeds. Preheat the oven at 180 degrees, 180 to 190 degrees. Preheat the oven and place the tray in the center over here. Timer 20 to 20 minutes, and heating up to temperature up to little less than 200 degrees. And when it is 10 minutes, change the side so that the top and bottom get grilled evenly. After 15 minutes of second proving, see, this is how they have become. So I apply a little cold milk. And some sesame seeds I added on top. I use the black ones, you can use the white ones also. I've preheated the oven and I will keep these in the middle portion of the oven, nearing 200, slightly less, that is around 190, and 20 minutes. Hot dogs are done. Now remove them on the wire rack, because if they are hot and they are removed in a plate, they will leave vapor, so they'll get all wet from down. After it cools down in 15-20 minutes, store it in the fridge or wherever you want to, or in the bread box, and use them for sandwiches, for hot dogs, whenever you need them. See how soft they are. See.